4 arcs. And they're clearly happy we're here. Arcs were supposed to be used for manual labor. Hostility is strange.
Fresh water, in walking distance of the campsite.
I'll set up a purifier for it and collect later. The point. What a beautiful view.
Hydra's Brook, aptly named for the spirit of water that flows.
That's the edge of how far I can push the scry. It'd be like it in the Veil's shadow all over again. End of the lifeline, Bryn.
Creatures could be hunted for food. Any of these plants look edible?
Dan will put anything in his mouth if he's curious enough. Whatever he doesn't vomit, we'll eat.
Just try not to poison him.
This must be Hydra's Lake.
But lakes are still. Why name it after the spirit of flowing water?
end of the lifeline, Bryn. I was right. It is an ark. A great one.
It isn't moving. I'll get a closer look.
An ark of the stricken earth, I would guess. Any chance you could bring a piece of it back to camp?
Doubt my sword is strong enough.
Too bad. Strange that it's just standing there.
Maybe the second loom gate will tell us more. Enclave constructs are believed to be interconnected in many ways.
This must be the second loom gate.
What's covering the base?
I'll check it out. A lot of debris on the platform. I could clear it with kinetic magic.
What about the loom gate itself? Is it functional?
No sign of life, but see that cloud of raw magic? It's leaking from the broken pipe near the edge of the platform.
So we have two powerless loom gates and a tangle leaking out of an enclave construction. I wonder if Lane still has that treatise we picked up in Taza.
And he's gone. Good news. Lane found a shortcut back to our camp for you, and we've got the wisp working.
The wisp?
Watcher's wisp. Channel a little magic into your earpiece. I'll redirect it to guide you from the scry to the shortcut.
With the debris gone, this loom gate doesn't appear to be in poor shape at all. I should see if the others have any ideas for this. I see the path.
Good. That should take you to the shortcut. Bryn's back. Let's fill her in.
We believe we found a way to activate the loom gate in our camp and in Glintwood Hollow.
Skies, what are we waiting for? I want to be the first one to travel through a gate.
It will be a defining moment of your career.
So, how do we repair a loom gate?
What made the Enclave remarkable was not merely their constructs, but their ability to power them. It has long been rumored that beneath our very feet exists an extensive magical network known as the Tapestry. The pipe you found in Glintwood Hollow is proof of its existence. It must be a conduit.
And the tangle that formed around it was a leak.
Precisely. Our theory is that patching the rupture will restore power.
Thankfully, Seven Lane have a plan for that.
We don't know a lot about arcs, but I dug up some old stories from logs that we inherited from a weaver band that broke apart. In notes dated before the Surge, this band managed to get one of the enchanters who worked on the arcs riotously drunk and talking.
Apparently, the arcs have a thin carapace between their skin and their armor plates that's nigh immune to magic, and can be separated in segments. A magically resistant material like that would be perfect to seal a rupture.
So I need to cleave this carapace off the arc. There's no way my sword is strong enough.
Come see me and we can make some improvements to Sola's forge. Which...
I could hone your sword so we can cleave the carapace, no problem.
We'll talk.
Great foresight in removing the debris from the loom.
Happy to be one step ahead.
Everyone's got a part to play in this. Let's get to work.
Hey, I know we need to fix up the forge, but before...
Sure. What's up?
I owe you an apology.
What for?
I've been a little cold since you've arrived, and I was just under a lot of stress with everything that happened.
You mean when we ran for our lives from a death cloud into a lost land?
Yeah, that. And losing supplies, and Aurea getting injured, and then having a point takeover.
Lux experience.
At the time, that's what it seemed like. But ever since we arrived, you made finding food and water a top priority. That's when I realized our Weaver band is in good hands. I underestimated you when I shouldn't have, and frankly, I was a jerk about it. No, it's not. I really am sorry. I hope we...
Thanks. That means a lot. Let's just start fresh, okay?
I'd love that.
How are you feeling now that we're starting to get settled?
If this is settled, I'd hate to see us scrambling. I have a hard time letting my guard down when we're still missing supplies and our campsite isn't half what it should be.
The role of point seemed really serious to you. Can I ask why that is?
Because it is serious. If you screw up, we all die.
That seems extreme.
Think of it this way. Let's say we're low on food in the desert. If you scout 3 leagues in the wrong direction, we're all 3 leagues further away from food we need to survive.
Right. I guess I see what you mean.
And being the first to enter the Enclave in almost half a century isn't an extenuating...
Point taken, I suppose. You know, when talking to Lane, they mentioned that you actually trained to... I was wondering if...
Oh, no. Being pointed...
So, I know Sola meant... What does that entail exactly?
Unfortunately, the missing supplies...
Is there a way I can help you restock?
Right now, we reserve the materials you bring back for your armors and weapons, because that's the priority. But if there's anything you can spare, I can repurpose them into supplies for...
Sounds simple enough.
Glad to hear it. Aurea, it's Lane, by the way.
What's that?
They don't like to be called Lane Frey. I heard you saying it to Bryn earlier. That's the name their parents chose. Lane.
So look, this plan to repurpose carapace tools.
These are a great start. With the supplies we've got already, we could shape up our... We lost a lot of stuff when we were running for our lives, and but we can rebuild.
What do you have in mind?
Like we discussed, Sola could forge better weapons with improvements to her smithy. Like honing... Alternatively, Dom could certainly care better for our mantles with new tools for weed. And to keep you in fighting form, having Lane's alchemical tools and top... There's no end to the improvements we could make around here. And
What about you?
Me? Oh, I don't need...
Come on, there must be something.
I mean, would new shelves be nice? Sure. I also have some ideas for your supply. But don't worry about me. I'm fine. Right now, improving Sola's forge is more important.
You're always thinking 10 steps ahead. I love it. The better prepared our weaver band is, the sooner we can...
Oh.
Totally.
Thanks, Bren. Sola is delighted with the improvements to her forge. She can refine your sword as soon as you'd like. Great work, Bryn.
Turns out we make a pretty good team. This campsite will be top of the line.
Yeah. We're definitely going to need to start directing a water flow to the camp. Maybe even install a... Would help to get a garden going in here too. Fruits, vegetables, medicinal herbs. Oh, well...
Do you ever take a break? You know, to enjoy a job well done?
Sure. Sometimes. Once there are fewer fires to put out, I'll relax. I swear.
You know, I've had a lot rattling. Sure, there are so many new discoveries. That's exciting. But we're also trapped inside a hostile environment. Balancing the discoveries with survival is hard. Sometimes it just gets so loud in my head, you know?
Yeah, I do. It's like waves crashing down on me from all sides. Until...
You can tell me.
Until... I can't breathe.
I get it.
You do.
Completely. Maybe we could slow down and catch up.
Maybe.
I knew he'd recover. We always do. Still feels nice to have my core tools back this quickly.
Still a long way to go, but we'll...
Speaking of, I've something for you. We've been scavenging around the way station and reclaimed a fair amount. They're stored away and ready for you. Should be enough to read.
What should I expect from a reforged sword?
It depends on the materials we use. Some hold edge better, others make your gear lighter. Or, for something like armor,
What's the key difference between reforging my gear and just making something new?
if you want gear that does something fundamentally different, make something new. For instance, there are fabrics, metals, leathers, and so on. If you don't need something additional, and that's when you reforge.
Can you also reforge armor? Improve my bow?
Sure can. Weapons or armor, we can rework them with different materials as you prefer.
So
perfect pair. There you go. Not just good as new.
Now that I can cut the carapace free, what's next?
Whenever the band is collaborating on a problem, I'm often the one to create the design. At least normally they're my designs. Sev actually came up with this one. With
Any particular metal required?
No, just enough of the same type. Sev and I try to keep our designs flexible, to work with whatever we've got. Once you have everything we need, we'll forge...
We're trying to find a way out of here.
Focus on one thing at a time. That's all we can do.
What is that? I surely said that we're stuck inside a magic.
How about you?